another CYB mini. I'm Karson.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're talking about the first 2 episodes of the X-Files Season 10 mini-series. Yeah, so were you excited for this to come back on the air, Matt?
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it when I was younger. I remember my parents making me watch it and being too scared to watch it. And then I tried to watch it when it came out on Netflix. But I'm excited that we have, sci-fi shows coming back. It's exciting to have this back. How about you?
I was mildly excited. I wasn't counting down the days on the calendar, but I was never debating whether I'd watch it or not. I never watched, I don't think I've seen, I couldn't tell you, any, story arcs from it, but my parents used to have it on when they were eating supper, and I'd watch some of the episodes, and, I spent many a night in my parents' bed sleeping because I was terrified from it, so I have a soft spot in my heart for it, but, as far as, storylines and, characters and stuff, I know Mulder and Scully and, the smoking man, but that's about it.
Yeah.
What did you think, kind of, overall of the first, I guess do you want to clump both episodes together?
Yeah, sure. We might as well. They're basically sort of the same thing, aren't they? It's just a continuation of them, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's coming together. Yeah, I don't know, I really liked it. It was nice to have that nostalgic feeling, and I liked how they brought it together. They're sort of picking up how many years after, which was neat, because I was how is this going to work? And I liked dusting the car off and jumping back in, and I really liked it didn't feel cheesy.
Yeah, it was actually one of my favorite parts was probably just hearing the song again and seeing the opening and how they left the opening untouched. I thought that was really cool.
No, that's what I wrote down too. It was amazing how they did that, and that wasn't expected at all, right?
Yeah, and I hadn't read anything about it, so I kind of always assumed that maybe it'd take place a few years later, but it's pretty cool that they're this is as much time's passed in real life as it has in the show. So you don't have to holy shit, they look really old for how old they should be or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty nice.
And they're relating it to current events too, right? Obama's in there. They talk about 9/11. I think there was a movie or two that came out after 9/11, right? I think.
Yeah. That was kind of one of my sort of a gripe, but they made a few Edward Snowden references in it, and I was it's weird because I feel like Mulder in 2016 would be able to almost be the whistleblower type, he'd be if he wanted, he could be an internet superstar basically.
Yeah,
and, he could probably do a lot more uncovering of stuff if he made everyone know about it instead of keeping it to himself. But then at the same time, I feel well, maybe that's my fault for not knowing the character really well, because maybe that's the Mulder thing to do is keep your personal struggles with you.
Well, and I think too, during the series, he's always trying to shout out, right? So maybe he just his name is tarnished quite a bit, right?
Yeah, true. It's kind of interesting too how it seems they're flipping the script on the characters. Now Mulder's kind of oh yeah, it's not aliens, it's humans, and it's a big conspiracy about a conspiracy almost, and then Scully's kind of leaning towards the more supernatural stuff and pushing him that way.
That's the one thing I found I didn't really like him a bunch. It was almost it was a full restart, because in the movies for the movies they're always talking about how there's an invasion of aliens, and then I get that you can't really bring something up that's 10 years old. Obviously the aliens would have invaded Earth in 10 years from the point that they were in the last movie or episode or whatnot. But it was weird how they just sort of flipped it. It felt like a soft reboot almost to me.
And I guess they have the excuse of it's been 12 or 13 years, so the character can change. So really the writers have the freedom almost to do basically anything they want, and you can justify it with this just this big amount of time that's went by.
And I don't think maybe fans of the series, I can't really talk because I'm not a hardcore into it, but just having X-Files back on TV is probably a win for them. Whereas they don't really they care about the old mythos, but they just want to see it back on air, so they're letting the writers maybe take a little bit of liberties with the writing and changing it up a bit, right? Because 10 seasons is a lot of freaking hours.
Yeah. I thought the writing was a little bit sloppy.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like, they were really beating us over the head that first episode with, like, Mulder and Scully have a strained relationship now.
Yeah.
Like, and then, just even some of their, like, conversations in, like, when they were, like, looking on the crime scene and, like, doing autopsies and stuff, like, it just felt really scripted. Like, it didn't actually, I don't know if, like, it didn't feel like they were having a conversation. It felt like they were reading lines to each other almost.
Yeah, and especially in the first minute or two when Mulder and Scully are talking over the phone, I found that to be really, it looked like it was pretty fabricated, you know, like the speech.
Yeah.
With how it's like, oh, I'm just the messenger. He's worried about you. And yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. But also, they haven't been in these characters for a long time, right, too?
Yeah.
I found that with, I guess this is a sort of a dumb comparison, but like Dumb and Dumber, too.
Yeah.
Like, the first half hour almost feels like it's scripted like that, but then the last half hour is, like, funny and feels like it's back in its own little groove type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the first episode I wasn't really a big fan of. Like, it was a lot of talking and kind of, I don't know. But I thought the second episode made me kind of wanting to watch more. Like, it was surprisingly dark, and I think if I would have watched more of the original series, like, it seems like nothing's out of the ordinary. Like, I was just reading, like, all the kind of concepts, like the unborn babies, eugenics, and all that have been in previous episodes.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, there's some dark stuff in there.
Yeah, especially with the kids. It was,
Yeah, and we can jump into that more in spoilers. Yeah, just, so basically, I think, so overall, you gonna keep watching it? What do you think?
Yeah, like, it's only like 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
6 episodes. Yeah, I'll watch it. Everything that I'm hearing on the internet sounds like they might get a second season or might get another go, just with how many ratings they got.
I didn't even look at the ratings for it.
Yeah, like, I think they had as many as it started off with, like, in its first season or something. I don't quote me on that, but yeah, like, I think kids like you and me, like, people, like, geeks or nerds or whatever you want to call them, they, like, sort of have the nostalgic value of going back to it. Yeah. And then you have, like, your parents that are going back to it too, so you've basically doubled your audience, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Did you watch Fringe at all?
No, I watched the first season, and then I just remember everyone telling me to, and...
Yeah, so, like, the first season was a little rough, but, like, so when I'm watching this, I'm just kind of like, it's too bad Fringe had to have been a show in between, because it just kind of does everything that I feel like the X-Files could do, but, like, better, or, like, everything that this season could do, but... Yeah, I think I'll probably be sticking with it too. I would really, like, after that first episode, like, I was just like, fuck, this is tough, but I think the episodes are going to be interesting enough, and, like, even the TV commercials have shown, like, a couple, like, cool, like, alien-y monsters that I'm kind of intrigued by, so.
Yeah, like, I think what I read is 3 of the episodes are, like, mythology, and then 3 are just, like, creature of the month. Or creature of the
yeah, I think next week's is like a werewolf by the looks of it.
Yeah, or like it's like a monster for sure. So like that, at least they're giving us a spoonful of something, right?
Yeah.
If I was a hardcore fan, I'd probably be really pumped.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're both gonna be keeping up with it, and so it's probably worth checking out. You maybe skip the first episode and just read a summary on Wikipedia or something, but
yeah, like, I don't know, it was
not as good. I'm too hard on it.
I don't know. I get what you're saying. Like, I was on my phone a lot of the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand. Well, I'll talk about it on spoilers, but yeah.
Let's jump in. Let's jump into some spoilers here.
No, yeah, like I didn't understand the kid scene because wasn't the kid taken away at birth?
Yeah, that's. I was thinking of that when I say poor writing. Like, maybe that's not even right. That might be like the actual shooting of it, but it was a dream sequence, I think.
Yeah.
Like, because they have kids as kind of like the theme of the episode, so like they see these like the half alien kid or whatever, so then they're both thinking of what it would have been like to be raising their kid.
Yeah.
But like it felt like a stretch to me, and like
it just jumped into it.
Yeah, and it like looked kind of like a dream sequence, but it was just like, yeah, they cut right in and then they cut right out, and they didn't really give you anything other than like it just was shot a little bit different. But yeah, I thought it was kind of confusing. I just assumed it was a dream sequence once Mulder had one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, fucking, like, I was cringing. Like, it gets pretty graphic for network television, I thought. I don't follow up, but like, when she like, cutting the baby out there when she gets in that car accident, holy crap.
No, that was disgusting.
And, like, even seeing the kids, like, all their deformities and stuff, I was like, shit.
Well, and those are, like, real deformities, too.
Yeah, like, it looked like a bunch of Agent Orange, basically.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was crazy. I don't know. I couldn't believe I was seeing that on, like, CTV or whatever, you know?
Yeah, no, it was scary. Like, that one with her face that's, like, on the table, and she's, like, trying to feed herself. Yeah. I had to rewind that, because I was like, that is so, like, I can't believe, like, we got, like, there's got to be some sort of plastic surgeon that can fix that. Like, that is, I don't care. I don't care if you tax me $1,000 a month. You should fix that kid's face.
I don't know how you do it. Like, fuck, that's crazy. Yeah, like, even, like, the scenes in the, when they were giving the autopsy, like, the one scene they just had, the guy's scalp was pulled over his face, I'm pretty sure, when he was laying on the table. It was like, fuck.
And the eyes, too, when he's, oh, no. Worst thing is the fucking, the letter opener to the face. Or
through the
ear.
Into the head, yeah.
Oh my god. Shit. I was like ready to throw up there. He did it so slow that I was like, and it, like, the music was, like, or the sound effects was, that's what got me the most, I think.
Kia was hiding in her bedroom, like, just from that noise. Like, I think it annoyed her. She, like, was, like, walked out of the living room to her room. Yeah, like, I was, like, just right in there, too, and, like, they're not afraid to show anything.
Yeah.
Did you notice that Scully, like, when she was all her surgery work, like, every time she left the operating room, she had, like, blood splattered on her neck?
Like, just fixing kids' ears.
Yeah, you know? I was like, holy shit, it's a bloody... I don't want her to give me surgery. Holy crap.
Yeah. No, it definitely pushes the boundaries a bit. But yeah, like, maybe it's because it's such a big thing, maybe? Like, it's such a big franchise?
Yeah, dude, like, when they see the alien for the first time, the poor little thing's like, like walking away, and then the army guy just fucking, boom, shoots it point blank. If that's not enough, the whole army just fucking starts firing on this little 2-foot nothing alien. Oh
the guy's like, what are you doing? He's like, it could be dangerous. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He's laying on the ground dying.
Crawling through the field, like, blood, like, trailing out of it. Just, oh my god.
No, that was, like, a little bit excessive on Man in Black. Will Smith's is based on
MIB?
Yeah, MIB.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. So do you think that there's going to be no aliens and that it's all humans?
I don't know. Like, the movie, I think the movie I Want to Believe had, like, cool human hybrids. And I remember, like, the smoking man talking about, like, merging with the aliens or something. So I don't understand how you can, like, throw all that out the window. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even, like, I remember watching the movie, but I don't remember anything that happened in it.
I watched the first season on Netflix. Like, it's between that and Supernatural, I'll, like, watch an episode here or there, but I don't really get that into it.
Yeah. Dude, kind of a slight tangent, but, like, for a series that apparently, like, has some financing behind it or is going to make some money, like, what the hell was that rear view camera scene in the second episode where they're in the vehicle and, like, she's looking at her rear view camera and then almost crashes into the guy walking across the sidewalk?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is the most brutal fucking product placement, like, thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, and it made no sense. They didn't, like, talk about the feature or anything. They just kind of, like, showed it. And then, so I was like, oh, this is product placement. But then she almost ran over a pedestrian. So, I'm like, so are they saying you shouldn't get rear view cameras in your vehicle? Like,
Exactly, yeah. No, it was definitely weird.
And, like, she did, like, a triple take into the thing. I was like, are they stalking someone out of the back of their vehicle? Like, is this their new spy technique? Like, what the hell?
No.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, I almost forgot about that. It's fine. I think I'm kind of hoping that it is humans, maybe. I don't know. They can do whatever. I hope they tighten the writing up a little bit, because that's really all I ask for.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a lot of time to work with, so.
Yeah, so if you were a character, which one would you be, Mulder or Scully?
I'd probably be Mulder.
Mulder.
Because then, like, Scully's hot, so.
Yeah.
I guess if you were Scully, you would be hot, but.
Yeah, she's looking pretty good.
They're both looking Mulder, and then you could leave the X-Files and go on Californication.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Do you got anything else? I think I'm ready to
That's pretty
put
much
her in
it.
the ground.
I'm ready to dump her down too.
Put the little mini episode down.
Close the X-Files.
Case closed.
Case closed. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Sorry, I'll stop. That was dumb.